uploaded yet. We was talking about punching last. And sometimes what happens is people will get the idea that that's the only kind of angle we do. Maybe it's just straight out. That's why people sometimes even will get so involved in doing chain punching like this.
It's iconic.
It's iconic because of couple of movies, you know. So what becomes the situation is you would do change punching to either one overcome the opponent, or two to almost act as, I don't want to say waylaying, but I want to like applying pressure, like just keep doing it until they uncover, make a mistake, and then all of a sudden we go from that point. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that the more you learn, you have options. If I was a kid in first grade and I said the cat ran, that's what I'm learning in first grade, because in first grade, that's how you did. The cat ran. Stan is the man. The man's name is Stan. Stan had a dog named Fred. It was simple sentences, right?
Right.
You knew what those words meant. The more you got into a spelling book, you learn more words. Now, Stan is not just a man. Stan is a knowledgeable man. You know, you start putting more words in there. So that's how Wing Chun, any martial art works. You gotta learn more to achieve more, right? So that's the first idea of Kung Fu, hard work, achieving excellence. I have to do a little digging, do a little learning, come back, and now I have something. And that's it. That's the point. So if I'm right here towards Kellen, right? Kellen could actually use more shorter punches. You know, I can stand on the side at an angle and you can kind of see it. I can use these shorter punches here. And I can use it versus longer punching, because I can cut into the punch, right? Just like you would Gong Sao. Okay, notice this movement here. I've got a lower hand here, got an upper hand here. Let's concentrate on this upper hand part, this Jom Sao, J-O-M. Please understand that, because there's 4 juts. 4 juts. So Jom Sao being one of them. If you understand this point, if you just work that with me.
Okay.
Cut across here, cut across here. This point. This point's gonna be the whole reference. Why am I having more going in like that? That's because this is gonna become a punch. With that short distance bending the arm. So Jump Sao, slowly, if we close it, becomes a punch. And if I just maintain this understanding, and I'm hitting with the last 3 knuckles and all that, now we're gonna see what it can do. Because what's going on is, I have this long range punch here, and he's literally cutting into the punch and getting to be able to hit me at the same time. Now, mind you, if I'm this close, I ain't got too much of a long range punch, right? So if I was back here, this may be it. And he won't hit me at this point. But as I punch again, that's right. He can grab if you want to, and then be able to get in closer. Do y'all see what I'm saying? So at first, if I'm long range, if I'm doing this and I'm reaching, he's at this point, he may not be able to hit me. Like if his arm is all the way out versus me, And really, I'm not in the range to hit him either because I'm standing pretty far back or whatever. But it's the point that I'm pretty close. And even if I just throw my body and loosen up with the shoulder,
yep,
I can still hit. So from this point, that's why you call it a danger zone, red zone, right? So what can he do? When I punch, he can cut through that punch. And that cut, his forearm here is gonna slice into my arm. It's not gonna be very friendly because most of my momentum is making that cut happen. So I'm hitting, and I'm hitting. And that's the point. And he's using a boxing form, but guess what? Now, if he decides, and while he does this, he steps up as he does it. Oh, now we're eating crow. I punch again. Now, not only did he trap, but now he's in. He has me, right? His elbow being downward right here is locking my arm. I can't come up. He's got me done. Even if I try to hit him, I can't hit him. Even if it's not gonna do nothing. It's a done move. He has me from this point. He's neutralized me.
Yeah, because it's that cross one, sorry, that was a reaction there, but yeah, the cross one, much weaker. And another thing, like, fully extended punches is where you don't want to be anyway, since that's usually the most powerful version of punch, and we're close range. So moving in, we're happy right here.
Right, it's our zone. Oh, we love it. It's the same equivalent as if you touch an Aikido guy. When you touch an Aikido guy, you can grab his clothes or whatever. They give you the biggest smile on the face of the earth. They love you that day. Because the next thing you know, your butt is already on the ground and you don't even know what happened. When you fight, that's almost a video of when people fight against different martial arts on a traditional point of view, not on the UFC side, but on a traditional point of view side. Is because once you are in the element of that martial art, you better be ready for what comes with it, right? You have to just know that, okay? And mind you, I'm telling y'all this based upon experience. It has nothing to do with what I think Wing Chun's the best, or this is the best, that's the best. It's not the point. Once you get up to where I'm at, almost everything looks the freaking same. Even Bruce Lee said it one time. He's like, all I thought it was a punch and a kick. When I got into that school or martial art or whatever, a punch wasn't just a punch and a kick wasn't just a kick. But then when I achieved this certain level, a punch was a punch and a kick was a kick. In his mindset, where he says, I've grown so much that now all things look the same. But there was this point where things weren't always this and that and concrete. You know, sometimes like now, we don't live in a concrete yes and no life. Everybody's different. Everybody feels this truth versus these truths, whatever the case may be. Same thing with martial arts. So he's having this cut across and he's practicing it from the idea he's punching and going across towards the shoulder, much like a jump style. This cut and him walking as I punch, and he can do that, is, I'm gonna be real honest, not something more yacht people do.
What is it more yacht usually does?
More yacht usually sticks to the script. If a jump style is a jump style, and from this point you can attack from that point or whatever, or a jump side could become a lopside, you could tackle from that point or whatever.
Okay.
So if I was more yacht lineage and I come across right here, it's because I'm trying to go in and square off right here, chop whatever I'm trying to do. That's more yacht. It's straight dogma to the bone, all of that. Follow the rules. You know, Wang Shilong, because he's a boxer type, this is more him. This idea of how to go from Chima and shifting and attacking and cutting to the opponent, that's him.
Okay.
That's his standard. So this is me saying, I like that Wing Chun over there. Why can't I borrow that idea? It would be only smart for me to borrow that idea. Versus, hey, I'm gonna stick over here with my stuff. Your stuff, okay, it may look cool, but it's whack. And you know, I can go through that whole haterade thing, and that haterade might be fruit punch, but I can go through that whole thing and basically for nothing. There'd be no reason why my hate for or my disrespect for another lineage would stop me from learning something that another lineage has. What's the point in that?
No point at all.
Right? So to me, the goal, ultimate goal is, can I hear Ip Man's voice? What would Ip Man say with this? Would Ip Man agree? Obviously he had to agree to something because all these different lineages are doing their own thing. So something had to happen. Ip Man is probably one of the few people that wanted you to express yourself with your own skill. Don't be so dogmatic. Water doesn't stay still. Even if it looks still, water does not stay still. So why are you staying still with your Wing Chun, or your Taekwondo, or your Jiu-Jitsu, or whatever it may be? This other Jiu-Jitsu over here may do something a lot different than this one that you're in. So you kind of have to be like a bamboo and bend a little bit. Kind of just go with the wind. Yeah, like a weeping willow, just go in the wind. You know. So he's got that cut across, you know. And mind you, if we're this close, he could already get me right here. He could just slide up and there you go. If he feels that he doesn't want that, and he's just gonna wait for that next moment, then good. That's his point of view. Mind you, because maybe he'll have some kind of other idea. Maybe he decided that this hand right here may cover and bring it over here as he cuts over here, right? Or whatever the case may be. He can do whatever he wants, right? Right here, he could also, if he was to shift that way and use that same arm when I punch and do like that. And now he's going through a whole different dynamic from here to there and just wait it out. Yes. Yes. So sometimes it may be best to wait it out. Even Wang Shilong would do that. He will literally have the punch here, the guy punches, he'll wait. Now he got you. Now he got you. He'll wait, he'll leave it out. So it's an idea of using boxing in Wing Chun, because not only did it help Wing Chun people understand westernized boxing, but now if he wanted to hide his Wing Chun in the form of boxing, he could.